Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm John, this is Road Reality, and today we're doing a ride video. We're gonna head out to Point of Rocks, but not the Point of Rocks train station. I'm gonna try to find the big bridge and some scenic overlooks and stuff. And we're gonna do a couple of stops along the way, but it should be fun, should be scenic. There is very little as in the way of cloud cover, but it's been windy as all hell the last several days, and that has just been driving me nuts. It's about 60 degrees today here in early May. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy all my videos. Some go over about as well as a fart in a snowsuit, but some of them are pretty good. I have not been up to these locations in a long time. You know, I've had this bike almost 2 years, a year and a half, and it still doesn't have a name. Help me name this bike. It is a 2019 Street Glide Special in billiard blue. Give her a name. Leave it in the comments below. I'll pick the best one and you get a gold star for the day. We are now on Maryland 107 westbound. I think it's called Poolesville Road, something like that. But it goes through Poolesville, which is where we're going to stop at the liquor store, because that's what I like to do, is stop at the liquor store. It's been a while. May have only been a couple of minutes for you if you watch one of my recent videos, but it's a popular destination for me. And it's windy as out here. So, oops. I'm doing the best I can with the wind noise. So thank you for coming along on the ride with me today. It is beautiful out here. So I think at some point here, this road gets called Ferry Road, which is where we're going to be headed after I make this quick pit stop. Ferry was temporarily closed last year. The lease ran up or something, and the company that ran it went under, or like I said, the lease was canceled. Not really sure, but it was closed. And on Google Maps, it says temporarily closed. What is that? Anybody see that? Ooh. McLaren? Yeah. That's hot. Ooh, that was a nice looking car. Anyway, so White's Ferry's closed. I think there's a turnaround spot there, so we're gonna get as close as we can. But it was neat. I've ridden it once. It's like $5 a vehicle, and you get to cross the Potomac River. There are only so many crossings between Maryland and Virginia on the Potomac River. I think there's 3 of them, and White's Ferry is one, Point of Rocks is another, and then you got to go way far south to get to the next crossing. So we're going to shoot from White's Ferry. I looked at the map, and I don't have it on my navigator here, but I looked at the map on Google, and there should be a little back road that takes us up to 28. So we will be able to find our way to Point of Rocks and the big bridge, and I'm going to get some 360 footage on the bridge, which I think would be really neat to look at. And it's probably going to be windy as hell up there, so I'll probably set that section to music. So beware. More music coming. Hopefully you like my music selections. I know some people just want to hear my voice. I don't know why. I don't think I'm very entertaining or have a very nice voice, but I do have a face for radio. So we'll see how the cards play out, the chips fall, all the other cliches after our pit stop, which is right here. See you in a minute. All right, what are we gonna get? What's on sale? Anything on sale today? Ooh, that's a good one. That's what I normally get. And one more. What else is in here? Ooh, they got Devil's Cut. That's good stuff. While Terrific shows himself shopping, I can do the same. I'll get my old standby. There we go. Thank you. You guys have a good day. Gotta stay safe. Hand sanitizer. Hopefully they're not too slippery now. And now, if you ever go shopping on a street glide, carry a towel with you. You can lay your towel out like so. Let me roll one up. Roll the other up. Ta-da! And now, both of them fit in a saddlebag, and they won't break. Well, that was fun. Saw what I got there. Just a couple of bottles. And then I was needing to use the restroom. They did not have one. So I went next door to Subway. That damn place made me hungry. So I stopped and got a bite to eat. When the hell did Subway get so expensive? It was like $6.51 with tax, so $6.09 I think without tax, for a 6-inch chicken teriyaki sub. That bonkers. I remember when that stuff was like $3. Am I old or what? Oh well. Belly's got some food in it. I got some coffee. I don't know exactly how far it is down here to White's Ferry, but we'll scoot ahead and see what we see. Yeah, I didn't think anybody really wanted to watch a middle-aged, overweight guy eating his sub, so I didn't film that. So you can thank me right now. You can thank me with your subscription if you're not subscribed. That's a good thank you. Hey, there we are. Look at that. We're gonna round this bend and then we'll be at White's Ferry. This is neat. I wonder if it's open. I see a lot of cars. I guess they're all bikers and fisher people. Nope, definitely closed. Well, let's go park and we'll find some scenic stuff and then get back out on the road. Apparently this is as close as we're allowed to get. Although I see people over there, so I don't know what's going on. But that's okay. This is the Potomac River. Yeah, look at that. We can walk over this way. So right here you can see the ferry itself where you put the vehicles and people. And then across the way, that's Virginia. We're on the Maryland side. I did not realize there were benches and stuff. I could have brought my sandwich here. What was I thinking? But yeah, it's cable operated. So there's an underwater cable that pulls the ferry back and forth across the river here. And I think that tractor might be involved. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've been up here, but it's really cool to ride. I came from that side over this way the last time I was here. And boy, it is still windy, good gracious. But this is historic White's Ferry. And since I'm so lazy, I'm gonna get back on the bike and ride. But I did see the back road that I saw on the map. I saw it in person. So I'll be able to find that again. It's a couple miles back. And I will hop on that and head north. And that should run straight up to 28. And the big sign overhead, you're welcome. That's a neat little bridge, huh? I wonder if that was part of like an old ferry or an old bridge. Maybe the water level was higher there. Huh. Things to research later. And on a completely unrelated topic, I was watching F1 Drive to Survive Season 3 the other day on Netflix. and I'm probably going to butcher the name, but I think he's a Haas driver, Romain Grosjean. I believe he's French. Anyway, he got into a bad accident. His car got split in half and caught fire, big old fireball and everything, and that really hit me in the feels. I was sitting at my desk. I was like, oh, it's past bedtime. I need to go to bed, but I really want to see the end of this and make sure he's okay. Luckily, he was. He actually walked away from it, and he refused the ambulance's help. He wanted to send a message to his family, friends, and fans, and colleagues, I guess, that he was okay. But it really got me to thinking about why people ride motorcycles. And I think it boils down to it can't boil down to. There's a number of reasons people ride motorcycles. However, in relation to the Grosjean accident, it's that there's inherent danger in riding a motorcycle. Unlike a four-wheeled conveyance, you do not have a cage around you, so you're exposed to the elements. So you know there's danger in getting out of bed in the morning, right? But with a motorcycle, it's a little bit more. You take certain risk mitigation steps. You wear gear. You take training. You know, you follow the rules of the road and all that. And that's the smart way to do it, right? Well, smart is relative. I'm kind of dumb, but that's what I do to mitigate the risk because I'm accident prone. And I've already been in a couple of motorcycle accidents, but I walked away from them. Just like Romain. And yeah, there's just some risk inherent in it. And, you know, it brings me back to the fragility of life. When you are riding a motorcycle, you're getting the endorphins or dopamine or whatever, adrenaline. You know, it gets your blood pumping and you feel more alive. And I think that's why I ride. I think that's why a lot of people ride motorcycles, is to feel more alive. Because in our day-to-day goings about, it can get so mundane. But you take the same road, the same day, the same road, different day, and the conditions can be completely different. And that makes it more exciting versus being cooped up in a cage for your entire commute. If you're on your bike, you're more engaged with the road, the cars around you. Well, hopefully you're not more engaged with the cars around you, but you're more engaged with the travel aspect of your commute. And in my case, I'm out on a nice Saturday afternoon and I'm having a beautiful ride. And that is more engaging with life itself because I'm riding my bike and not sitting in a truck or a car, just watching the world go by. Somebody said it best. They were like, driving a car is like watching TV, but riding a motorcycle means you're in the action. And that is so true. And at this point, I just hope my batteries last long enough to get to Point of Rocks. Bump. Ooh. Ooh. And our turn is coming up right up here, a couple hundred yards. We're gonna make a left and head north. And now we're on Martinsburg Road, and apparently it's a cut through from 107 to 28. I may or may not have showed it earlier, but 107 ends at 28, so it's kind of like we're making a big triangle. But I've never been on this road, so I'm going to take it nice and easy through these corners. Plus, as you can see there, hopefully, there's quite a bit of debris up this way. The aforementioned wind, it really knocked a bunch of trees and debris loose, so the roads are kind of covered in this stuff right now, and it behooves me to go slowly. Plus, it's easier for you to hear me. And I have a feeling this video is going to end up like half an hour long. Oh well, them's the brakes. You know, the way this road is shaped, I'll bet you it originally went around some farms, because you've got stuff like this, this big barn here. I'll bet you, because on a map, and I'll try to show a card now, a Google Maps card, this road makes a lot of lefts and rights, and I bet you it was just like property lines between big farms back 200 years ago. Yep, I'll bet you that's what it's from. Wow, somebody gave up on their job. I don't know if you can see that, but the yellow line in the middle of the road, it's very squirrely and then goes off the road. Good thing I didn't follow it. This is really pretty through here. We just passed the Dickerson conservation area, and this is really cool. We're riding through like a forest. You've got the dappled sunlight hitting the road. and all the trees and everything's getting green. Well, I bet the GoPro's just gonna blow the colors out of this one. Oh well. Hey, look at that. Your old buddy John was right about something for once. This is 28. Oh man. Oh, this is so cool. So normally I come from the right here and I head to the left to go out towards Frederick. But in this case, we're coming in this one spot I've never come out before. I have never popped out at that intersection from that angle. I've always gone around the corner. Haha, neat. Next up, Point of Rocks. All right, if you saw my last video on going to Point of Rocks, we're gonna make a left here. And it's probably windy as all hell in the audio. My bad. Yeah, they definitely had a tree come down over here. You can see all the wood chips on the side of the road. That's where they were slicing and dicing. Probably clearing the road. That or somebody with a lot of wood chips lost their load. So this is where the MARC train stop is, and the CSX trains run through here. We came up here recently, but we stopped right about here. And if you go further, I believe if you head to the right, you go to Frederick and maybe Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, or to the left is Harper's Ferry. I don't know. We're going to find out together here in just a minute. So yeah, we'll head over to the Virginia side, Leesburg. It's a pretty good sized city there over in Northern Virginia. But we're going to head south on 15 for a minute. Oh! So here's the Potomac River, which runs all the way down into Chesapeake Bay through Washington, D.C. And this is the big bridge going over it. I mean, it's big in relative terms. Everything's relative. But if we continue on this road, we end up in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. And during the summertime at least, there's a million rafts out here, inner tubes, something like that. And people floating around drinking all day and night. I'm surprised there's not more drownings. But we are now in Virginia. You know, it just hit me. I didn't see a good place to turn off and park and take a look around over there, but that was Point of Rocks. As such as it were. Is that another McLaren? Holy crap. Where did they all come from? Hey, the village of Luckett. Do you feel lucky in Luckett? I've never been here before. We are in Luckett, home of the vineyards. I'd love to give you some historical facts about this place, but I've never been here, don't know anything about it. We're park riders like it. You ever turn down a random road and just see what's there? That's what we're doing now. Virginia 662. Headed southwest or west now. Four-wheelers. Which way to go? Straight or right? 663. Let's head right. Now we're headed north. That keeps us out of Northern Virginia proper, which is more cities and less back roads, and I don't want to go there. Every time I go to Northern Virginia, I get stuck in traffic for an hour, and it sucks. It's one of the reasons I don't like riding in the city. I don't like sitting in traffic. I honestly don't mind getting stuck behind slow cars on the back roads, because at least I'm on the back roads and I'm moving. But when you get stuck in the city around here, you're like actually stopped for a while, and it sucks. I hate it. Hate's a strong word, but it's true. Boy, am I glad I swapped batteries now. I about ran out on the max there, so I pulled over and swapped batteries, and now there is no good place to turn off and do that now. Ooh, I'm really bad at talking, as usual. Yay. I am truly blessed. I have a navigation system on this bike, and it looks like I will be using it to find my way home later once I'm done getting lost. They say you truly don't find yourself, or you don't find yourself truly, something like that. You don't truly find yourself until you get lost, or getting lost is how you find your true self. I'm not really sure how that goes, but it's a good quote. Oh man, I think we're about to have one spectacular view coming around this corner. Maybe not, maybe it's the next corner. I think we're up on top of some sort of mountain. There was a bunch of gravel back there, that's why I slowed way down. But I think we're on top of some mountain or hill or something, and I saw some other mountains in the distance. It looks really cool. But this back road, I don't know what road this is, but it is a hell of a lot of fun to ride. It has got just the right amount of curves for a slowpoke like me on a big fat heavy cruiser. Awesome! Oh yeah, we're definitely coming out of the mountain, coming down off the mountain, as it were. You know, it said church service, and I see a cemetery. I'm like, all right, people dying to get into church over there, or what? Oh yeah, there you go. There's your view. Boom. Look at that. I hope some of that was on the camera. Man, that would be awesome. It said do 20 down this hill. So I'm just coasting along in third gear. Okay, we're gonna have a detour. We're already on a detour. Does the detour put us back on our original path? Or is it a detour off the detour? I don't know. Interesting. Things that make you go, And yes, another winery. Jeez, there's so many wineries. Now at this point, I don't know what the title of this video is, but it might be Crossing Bridges, because this is like the 4th or 5th bridge that we've crossed. Catoctin Creek. Yep, looks like a creek. Yep, looks like we're gonna keep going. We're still now we're headed west again. Man, I have no idea where I am. This is so cool though. I like getting lost. Thanks for getting lost with me. All right, folks, we're headed north. Which way should we go? It says detour to the left. I guess we're gonna have to go left, aren't we? Liar, liar, ha ha ha! I am going to test the limits of detours, and I'm gonna try to go this way, because it's northeast and it's at least back towards Maryland somewhere. That was a hell of a section of twisties. It's too bad I was listening to my radio the whole time and had to not bleep it out, but replace the audio. I like to listen to my radio when I'm cruising, and depending on the song, I will get more amped up and more energized as I go along. So hopefully it's enjoyable. Hey, look at us. North and South 15. Okay, how cool is this? We literally came out right where that bridge was that we crossed earlier. That is so cool, because earlier we went that way. Now we're gonna go back over this way. This is freaking awesome. Now, can I get an opening in the traffic here? Totally bonkers. I had no idea we were gonna end up doing what we did. That is so cool. I'm just gobsmacked. Clear to the right, clear to the left. Go, go, go. That is so cool. All right, hey, you get to see the bridge again. And hopefully the 360 camera is getting some neat shots for you. Because I like to share this stuff. And I really just, that's why I started my channel, was to share my journeys with friends, family, and everybody else that's willing to watch me ramble along and ride. And that includes you. So cool. Look at the rocks over there. That is neat. Oh, big cliff and stuff. Oh, there's somebody at the top. I don't know if you can see it. There's a red dot up there. It's a person. They're sitting on the overlook. So that's Point of Rocks Overlook. Hey, look at that. So cool. All right, let's go back towards home. This is far more scenic, and yeah, they scare fired this pavement. That's fine. No big deal. Except for when they have part of it paved and part of it not. All right, let's get on the paved. Okay, I said we weren't going to go back the same way we came up here, and I'm telling the truth. We're going to make a left here. When we came up here earlier, we came from the right here. Boy, I say here a lot. But we're going to make a left and head north on 85 and see what we see. This will take us into downtown Frederick, because we're back on the Maryland side, of course. We are now in Buckystown again. And my odometer just hit 11,800 miles. I think that's pretty neat. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here, but they're doing a class, and there's a bunch of trucks up here. Interesting, very interesting. What in the world have we got going on here? What's going on today? A memorial service, okay. I'm gonna try to find a better place to park. I think that's a better place to park. Well, that was certainly interesting. I stopped in at Harley-Davidson in Frederick just to use the restroom. They had about 150 bikers out there. They're doing a memorial ride today for a fallen brother. So, don't know who, but rest in peace. I think we're gonna get out from behind this truck. Yep, definitely gonna get out from behind it. Good old 109. Old 100 Road, I think it's called here. Used to be, at one point, it's called Poolesville Road. I think that's north of here. Not really sure. It's a nice little back road. But we are not getting on the highway. I am bound and determined to do 100 miles on the old Harley here today. And I'm going to do that. I got about 16 miles to go before I hit that magical century number. We are coming up to 28 Johnstown Road. We're gonna head east because we want to go home. So we're at 11,825. We're definitely going to hit 11,831, which is 100 miles after I started, or more than I started, which is a good goal to have, and I would have reached my goal. So today is a success. And I've got about 10 or 12 miles to get home. So I'm going to take it easy, cruise on home, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep the shiny side up. Ta-da! See, I told you I'd hit 11,831 by the time I got home. I'm nowhere near home. Ha-ha! We're a winner!